Welcome everybody to this new video. This video is gonna be about the next champion in the lightweight division. Currently, Ilya Topuria is the champion, and in my opinion, the lightweight division is a mess right now, man. It's a mess. Like Ilya Topuria champ, number one contender Justin Gaethje. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like in my opinion, Arman Saryukin should be the number one contender, and I think he's the best lightweight. I'm just gonna say it. I think Arman Saryukin is the best lightweight in the world. People may not think so. People may think Ilya beats him. Like Ilya Arman, it's a close fight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not thinking Arman is gonna destroy Ilya Topuria. I think that's gonna be a close fight. I do think Arman wins, and most likely because of his wrestling and his grit in fighting. Like Arman is very tough. Like he will come forward, he will make it dirty. Like he won't just get hit and just go down. Obviously, Ilya Topuria has the power to make any fight just end in 1 minute, but you also have to land it. And Arman Saryukin is really the only one I see able to have good enough defense to defend, but also keep the game plan, keep going for takedowns, wrestle heavy game plan. I think Arman is the only one in this division that can do that. You have Charles Oliveira, Ilya Topuria, his last fight. Let's be honest, Charles has just never had the best defense. Comes forward with his face first, and against Ilya, that's just the perfect style for Ilya to KO in 1 round. The perfect style. I wasn't surprised when it happened. Like it was literally, or Charles Oliveira comes in with the perfect game plan, grinds out the win, or Ilya Topuria finish him in 1 round. There was no in between, and yeah, Ilya Topuria is that good. His boxing is that good. He finished him in 1 round. He could even stop the takedowns. But that's the difference. I don't think Arman Saryukin wrestles the same as Charles Oliveira. I think they're two different fighters. And if you go and watch Charles Oliveira against Arman Saryukin, a lot of people say Charles Oliveira won that fight. I watched it back a couple of times. I don't think Charles won. No, I think Arman won that pretty clearly. It was a close fight. You can have fights where you think someone won and still be very close, but in the end, there was one clear winner. There was one clear winner. That was Arman Saryukin. And still make fights. People forget that still make fights. MMA man doesn't work. Like it just doesn't work. Just because Charles Oliveira made it close against Arman, like doesn't mean that Ilya, because he finished Charles in 1 round or whatever, that he will do the same to Arman. Like they're not the same type of fighters. They're not. And yeah, Justin Gaethje being the number one contender, like it doesn't make any sense. Beating Paddy Pimblett, like I never had much. I really never thought Paddy was that good. Like he was good enough to be top 10, I think. Like that's really it. I think he is a top 10 fighter. And right now he's ranked 6th in the world, and I think that's where he belongs, maybe even lower. I think Dan Hooker could also beat Paddy Pimblett. Matches Gamrot, and I don't think he beats Pimblett. No, he could. I think that's a very close fight. Max Holloway, I think Max Holloway destroys Paddy Pimblett. I really think so. Like Max Holloway destroyed Justin Gaethje. It wasn't even close. So it's a little bit of a weird ranking. It's very weird right now in the lightweight division. That's why I wanted to make this video, because the lightweight division is a mess and it's no joke. Like Justin Gaethje number one, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's getting flatlined by Max Holloway, and Max Holloway is fourth. Obviously, that's not how it works, but obviously, Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett should have never even fought for the number one contender belt. Like never. So obviously, it's gonna make all the sense that this whole division and the ranking is gonna be messed up right now. And yeah, Ilya Topuria is gonna be is gonna fight soon again. He said on Instagram or on social media he's gonna come back. His personal issues are resolved, and it's gonna probably be against Gaethje. And I know that nobody is gonna want that fight. Like nobody. Who wants to see Justin Gaethje get flatlined? Man, Justin Gaethje against Paddy Pimblett. He looked terrible, even though he won, and everybody probably wanted him to win, like me. He looked terrible, man. His chin was still in the air. He was just getting hit by Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett luckily doesn't have any power. And he just took all the punishment and just kept going forward. And his toughness really just that was enough for him to really walk through Paddy Pimblett. That's really what happened in that fight. Um, that's not gonna work against Ilya, man. He will literally put one combo in your face and he will flatline Justin Gage. That's what's gonna happen. I don't see this fight going any different. Anyone who followed Max Holloway his career knows how tough Max Holloway is and how good Max Holloway is. Even though he's not the best in the world anymore, he is so good. Like he just is. And Ilya Topuria finished him. He KO'd him. Like I think that was the first time Max Holloway ever even got KO'd. Or I'm remembering wrong, but at least in that form, just going, just flatlined. I don't think anyone else did that to him, and he is so good that it makes Eletpori even look better, doing that to Max Holloway. And then you have Justin Gaethje. That MMA doesn't always work. Let's be honest, but still, it does tell you something. Even though it doesn't always work exactly like that, it does tell you something. Justin Gaethje got flatlined by Max Holloway, and Max Holloway got flatlined by Ilya. And what do you think? What do you think Ilya's gonna do to Justin Gaethje? Yeah, and yeah, Arman Saryukin. That's why exactly the point why I'm thinking Arman should fight Ilya. That's the best fight to make. That is actually the two best in the world fighting. You know, and that would be fair. But then again, yeah, Armin really made the UFC angry because they're really doing everything not to give Armin a title shot anymore. And yeah, we will see. And of course, another fight everybody wants is Islam Makhachev versus Ilya Topuria. I can tell you one thing. I don't think this fight is gonna happen in the lightweight division. It's just not. It's not. Like for this fight to happen, Ilya should move up to welterweight, or Islam should move down. And Islam is not gonna move down. It doesn't make any sense for him to move down. He now finally made enough weight to be a pretty solid welterweight. It doesn't make any sense for him to just lose it all and go down to lightweight just to fight Ilya. He already beat a lightweight. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This is gonna happen when it's in on the welterweight division, and that would also mess up lightweight even more again because another champion moving up again. Like it's not good, man. It's not good. But then again, for one on a lifetime type of fight, Ilya versus Islam, I think it's worth it. Yeah, and then we're gonna end this video with my prediction. Who do I think is gonna be the next champion? I think I already told you so. I think Arman. I think Arman is gonna be the best in this division eventually when he gets his chance, and that can still take pretty long. I don't know when he's gonna get the title shot. He probably has to beat one more and do it in great fashion, and then I think he will restore his honor and get the title shot. And then I think he wins. I don't think he's gonna destroy Ilya. I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I think Arman's toughness and his grit is gonna get him through this fight. Um, and just win. But in the end, it really doesn't matter at all because this is gonna be an amazing fight. I just hope the lightweight division is gonna get restored and people that deserve it are gonna get the title shot, and we're not getting more clown shows like Petty versus Gaethje when Arman is the fucking number one contender. And we will see, we will see, we will see. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this fight and who you think is gonna be the champion. And I see you in the next one.